Hi, I'm Mike Woodman, and I'm about to tell you about my literacy experiences growing up. Like most children, my parents would read me books oftentimes before I went to bed, and sometimes randomly during the day. As a child, my favorite books mostly involved little animals. My parents would read me these books that were super easy to comprehend, like having one sentence on a page. With my parents' help, I slowly became able to read some of the books that we owned. When I first discovered that I was capable of reading, I was so excited that I was finally able to read on my own. And I was also extremely proud of myself. Once I became able to read whole books by myself, my mom started buying me my own books. My favorite books that she would get me were a series about this little mischievous golden retriever puppy named Biscuit. I really don't know what it was about those books, but for some reason I absolutely loved them, and I would look forward to whenever my mom would bring them home with her. As I got older, I started reading books with more than one sentence to a page. Ha ha ha. There was never a certain series of book that I would read. I would just pick any book off the shelf at my reading level and read it. When I was in elementary school, my siblings and I entered in a competition at our local library. The more books you read, the closer you were to winning a prize. As I got older, my interest in reading slowly began to decrease, and I would never read for fun anymore. The only time I would read is for our school's AR test. I started reading a little more as I got into middle school when we were required to read books for our classes. I absolutely hated all the books that we read in middle school, but when we finally got into high school, I started liking some of the required books in our curriculum. My favorite book that I read as a freshman was called The Giver. It made me really think about life and question how we perceive the things around us. Some of the literature that I read when I was a sophomore included The Crucible, Of Mice and Men, and Huckleberry Finn. I was not too fond of any of these novels. Personally, I thought they were a bit dry for my taste. I really enjoyed all of the books I read when I was a junior. I read The Lord of the Flies, Macbeth, Beowulf, and Frankenstein. But my favorite year for literature was definitely my senior year. My class and I read Julius Caesar, Fahrenheit 451, The Scarlet Letter, and my favorite, The Great Gatsby. I like The Great Gatsby because it's in a time period that I find very interesting, and I think it's a wonderful love story. And it also shows you that some people aren't what they seem to be. And now my literacy journey has taken me to where I am right now. Most of the reading that I do currently is reading music. As a music major, I read music and practice every day. It's amazing how far I have come with literacy. As long as I am alive, my literacy journey will continue.